My name is Hinek, and I want to welcome you to the next webinar on the topic of email marketing. Who am I? If you haven't seen the webinar on the topic of university relations, you can go there. I also did that one. And I was in ISEC for over the 4 years. I was part of ISEC České Budějovice and then MC in the Czech Republic and MC in Mexico doing B2C and B2B marketing. And currently, I'm working in one SaaS startup called Social Bakers on a position of email marketing. So this is gonna be super fast and efficient. What do you need for that? Just take all distractions out your phone. You don't need anything, and take some notes during this webinar. For example, a pen and paper or on a laptop. So just put some attention to this topic, right? Um, the question you might be asking is, what the fuck, email marketing? It's like 20 years old thing, right? Like now everyone is using social media, so email is dead. I don't use it, so people don't use it as well, or I do use it only for some necessary things. So yeah, it's probably dead, right? Well, the answer is no. Here are some data, some of them from US, from Europe, from the world. Anyway, it's showing some insights. So it's good to see that nearly 90% of people use email. So they do have email and they use it because somehow they are forced to use it for any type um, of the work they are doing, or ordering certain things, and so on. So you can see that the people in the age of 15 to 24, there is more than 90%, 25 to 44, there's 93%. So basically anyone has an email, right? So people do have email in the Czech Republic and they use it. What are the reasons to using that? Everyday's life, online purchases, work, communication with friends, and other reasons. Also, the first thing people check in the morning, in many cases, is email. So it's probably when it comes to young people, most probably social media, but email is still for many people the first thing they check every day in the morning. Also, um, most of the consumers wants to receive the promotional message on email rather than social media, because on social media you go there for different purpose than to be sold, that something is sold to you, right? So you want to check, I don't know, communicate with your friends, check the stories on Instagram, I don't know, see some news, but you don't really want to buy something. That's not your purpose. So when it comes to promotional messages, you people usually prefer email. And also email is very has really high return of investment and big conversion, and people engage with that much more than social media when it comes to advertisement, because on social media, again, you're going there for different things. So when there is an ad, you're not that much into getting that, but if you receive an email, there is 22% of open rate. That's just very average, but usually it's around 15 to 30% of people that open the email, and 3.71 click-through rate, that are the people that received the email and they clicked on something inside of the email, which is obviously much more still than any other social media. So yeah, email is not that, right? And we should realize that we have two different targets in ISEC. Basically, when we talk about B2C, we talk about young people. So we talk about youth, university students that are interested in going on exchange or being part of membership, so they want to be a member, right? We have some other projects, so they can become part of global host. They can go to USpeak forum or any events, your travel evenings, or whatever that is. And then we have the B2B part, so business to business. And then we can count all the enablers that are helping us to have the exchange, that are the companies, startups, NGOs, schools. Of course, we could count also universities. So basically, that's everyone else that are enabling us to grow in certain way, and it's not young people on the university. So we should separate the B2C and B2B sector to understand further information in this webinar. So what's the journey of the customer is really important. So you should be thinking most probably about the B2C because that's your target, right? Young people going on exchange, let's say. And you should realize what's the journey of the customer journey, that in ISEC we call um, customer flow. Yeah, I forgot it. Customer flow, right? So here you have the picture starting with attraction, consideration, preparation, experience, post experience. And you can go deeper to the journey. So what are all the things that are happening before the attraction? What are the things that are happening during the attraction? Where is the young person on the university getting in touch with you? What are the touch points that is seeing, hearing about ISEC, right? So until consideration, until they are approved, which is most probably your goal, to grow in approvals, right? So the question is, in all this journey, what is the place I could incorporate the email as a channel to support a conversion? So if I have a new lead, when and how should I send the emails? What is the part of the journey in which moment I could send them email and that would actually help me to convert them faster? And the question could be also, what are the issues the email could tackle? So the issue can be, for example, the conversion basically from lead to applicant. So you have a lot of leads, but people are not applying. So this is the issue, right? So that's one of the issues that the email could tackle. So you decide to sending them some newsletters with the opportunities that your LC has. So you then can make sure that more people is applying. Basically, that's the example of picking up some issue where it's not maybe converting or people are not doing the action you want them to do. So email could help there. When it comes to the system, I still believe ISEC in the Czech Republic is using Mailchimp as a system. So if your else is not using that, or you don't have access, or you don't know how to use it, just contact Jose. Mailchimp is very simple and a basic system that is totally okay for ISEC at this moment. So you can start using them, get the access for your LC if you don't have it, or ask your predecessor and start using that to build some audience. Really easily create any email design. It's very easy to create it. Just yeah, it's very easy, and start using and sending the email, seeing some analytics, improving, and so on. So the question you should ask probably is, so I don't have any emails of the young people, so how can I send them emails if I don't have their email addresses? So the thing you need to work on is to get the emails from the young people, right? So the examples of where to get them is, they can give you on the roadshow, they can give you on some other source. So I don't know, there is some Facebook registration, some events. They sign up to go on exchange, so they are new sign up, or they give you their contacts. Um, in the school, during the class shout or something, they sign up to take trainees, or I don't know. Like, there are a lot of options. So basically, you need to come up with some ways on the activities you're already doing. Where could I get some emails from my prospects, from my potential customers? And very important thing, GDPR is a thing, right? So if you don't know that, it's a European protection law for data. So of course you cannot just find online some emails and start sending them promotional emails of ISEC. And of course, if you're getting these emails from people, you need to make sure that they agree with that. So there is some part, like a sentence on a paper or something. So they like agree that if they are giving you the email, they are gonna be receiving some promotional messages. So here comes some three um, trends in email marketing that you can more understand how you can use it better. So number one is segmentation, which means basically you just don't want to send the same email to, I don't know, 1000 people. So you can segment them to different stages so they can get better emails based on who they are, how do they behave, and so on. So basic segmentation, how you can divide the people is, for example, lead versus customer. So lead is the potential customer that signed up and is not approved yet. Customer is someone who is approved, so it's already known that he's going through preparation and realization and so on. So he's already in a process of going on an exchange, on being on an exchange. You can divide it on a customer flow stages. So he's like a lead, he's an applicant, he's accepted, and so on, based on the product interest. So you can send different emails to a person that is more probable to go to GV and different than someone that is going to GT or interested to go to GT, right? Because it's totally different and the email should be different. Maybe the exchanges you're going to offer are different based on country they want. So obviously you can offer them what do they actually want. So based on the country interest, you can send them this type of opportunities based on when they sign up. So if they just got interested and they are just sign up for a week, it's very different than to someone who's already looking for an opportunity for 2 months, or to someone who signed up 2 years ago and maybe they just are deciding that they could go again or something like that. And another example is when they want to go on exchange, if they want to go in summer, in winter, in 5 years, or whatever. So you can create emails based on that, and also based on the channels that you receive this. So if they came from travel evening, you maybe can be like send them different emails. Then if they came from roadshow and so on. So here is an example, right? So you can send invitation to travel evening to a person that already went to travel evening and gave you an email. So now you can make sure that this person just didn't come once, but will come maybe every month to every travel evening you're doing, and so you're gonna be nurturing them through this event. So at some point they will actually go on exchange. Um, or you can send some monthly opportunities based on the product to encourage people to apply. So people that already sign up, you can start sending them some opportunities. If they sign up for GV, you can start sending them emails for GV and encourage them to apply, right? The second trend is personalization. So basically what you want to do is to create an email that looks that it's only for this specific person. It's like as you would write it just for them, but you actually didn't. So in a world of email marketing, we are using something called tokens. So for example, we are when we gather the emails, we have the name of the person. So then we can create like email that says dear, and we can put a token that takes the name from the database, right? You can also do this in MailChimp somehow. So you can say dear, and then the person I know you secretly want to go to a dream country that you somehow find out, like for example Aslim or something. So you can put it um, also to MailChimp. So it again takes the token. So here are some opportunities for you, and again based on that you can have there some opportunities based on the dream country they want to go to. So the email at the end looks more personalized and is like as it would be really specific for this person, but actually you maybe send this email to 50 people and so on. And the example is, for example, day after the roadshow, when you got the contact of the person, you send them an email saying, "Hey, we met yesterday in front of the library. Do you remember? Here, blah blah blah," and then you continue with the email. So why is this amazing is that you actually talk to this person that gave you the email yesterday, and they feel like, ah, yeah, I remember, I met them and it was amazing, they told me about the exchanges. So now, yeah, right, I could go and click on the button and go and check the website, sign up, whatever. So it's like as you would be talking to them, but actually you gathered 100 email contacts on the roadshow, so you send this email to 100 people, but it looks like personalized just for them. And another example is the creating a follow-up email after the event for those who came and didn't come. So the example could be, I don't know, with some bigger event where you have registrations for the event, and then you have some check-in there, so you know um, that the person came to the event or didn't come. So then you can send some follow-up email like to the people who came, like, ah, thank you for coming, it was amazing to see you, we hope you learned a lot, and here are some call to actions you can take. And who didn't come, you can send email like, ah, we are really sorry you didn't make it, and if you are more interested, you can come to another event that is next month, or blah blah blah, and give them again the call to action, so you can make the personalized email based on their behavior, that is that they did or did not come to the event. And the third trend would be automation. So of course, in the 21st century, there is this becoming bigger and bigger, and we just don't want to be doing um, things manually, but we can automatize many things so they are done automatically, saving a lot of time and so on. So here is the example. The automation usually needs to be connected with some other system that is helping you to understand what are people doing. So it's not very easy, so I would maybe suggest to talk to Jose how you could do this. um, but basically it should be based on the specific action or behavior. So the good example are the email lead nurturing emails that are being sent from expa. So basically the person, when they sign up, they receive some email, and they, if they don't apply in 5 days, they receive another email. So that's their behavior. If they do something or don't do something, they receiving the emails based on their behaviors. But again, here it's connected with expa, which is one of the systems we are using. So you most probably need some system to understand how, what are the actions and behaviors of the customers to make it automatic. But another example that you might be using is Eventbrite. So that's the other, I believe, is the is a system you can use for registrations for people to your events. So here you can create an automatic email that is being sent to every person that is registered, right? So in the moment they register, they receive an email automatically from Eventbrite. So you can just design the email or something, and that is automatic, and that's pretty cool, right? And I was thinking I can show you the example of how it could work. So actually this is example of the emails that are sent from expa. Actually this is maybe like 2 years old, so I don't know if it's updated, but just for you to understand that something like this exists. So this is the example, right? Person sign up, and if they don't do that, if they don't apply in 3 days, they receive some email with blog article. If they don't apply in another 5 days, they receive another email. If they don't apply in 5 days, they receive another email, and so on and so on. If they do apply in any of these days, they basically get here and get different email. And then if they are accepted, yeah, they receive another one. If they are rejected, receive another one. If they are not yet accepted, they receive another one, and so on and so on. So this is just for you to understand it. What I would encourage you to do is to talk to maybe get some information. What is the current flow? What are the emails? How does it actually look like? What is the information in the email? Because if either you are marketing or OGX, you should understand what are the emails your customers are receiving. So yeah, you should get informed about this, and but you should also understand there is such a flow automatic already. So you can align it with the emails you could do. So some call to actions from this webinar. Number one, just write down some takeaways from this email. What did you from this webinar? Sorry, what did you learn? What are some good points? go back to the presentation and take some notes if you need. Make a brainstorming session by yourself or maybe with your team. Ask questions like, where should we start getting the emails? Like, is like on a roadshow we should start getting them, or I don't know, travel evening or some events or blah blah. To whom should we send the emails? When, in which part of customer journey, what kind of issues it could tackle, and so on. And basically also write down some steps and strategies your LC can start doing now with the email marketing, if you like it, if you can use it somehow. So just write it down, and also make some timeline deadline so you actually are gonna do it, and it's not gonna stay in some paper. So the final thoughts are, no, email marketing is not that, and it's an opportunity for you to start using that to make sure that the conversion to get more leads or more approvals is getting better and better. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, you can anytime approach me on my email that I'm still using, hinek.salak@isaac.cz, or also contact me on Instagram or anywhere else on social media. Thank you very much, and good luck on using email marketing in your LC. Thank you.